Napier. My name's Alicia Blagg. I'm 23 years old and I'm originally from Leeds. I am currently living here in America and have been for the past 4 years, and I'm studying at the University of Miami. And the degree that I'm studying is criminology and sociology, so it's a double major. And my minor is anthropology. And you guys emailed me asking to send you a video interview because obviously I applied to hopefully do your master's degree in forensic psychology and criminology starting in September next year. So here goes. So the first question that you guys asked is, why am I interested in this course? It's just something that I feel very passionate about. So when I was looking up the master's programs that I wanted to do, I had an interest in criminology. So I had the chance to stay here in Miami and take a fifth year and do my master's and carry on diving. But I'm on my third surgery since I've been here, so I'm kind of ready to be done with the diving aspect of things. So I knew that I didn't really want to stay here in Miami. So when I Googled criminology master's programs in the UK, this kind of came up with, in the search engine. And I just kind of fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. Forensic psychology is something I've always been interested in, and I feel like I want to gain a lot more knowledge and more depth into actually what it is, and hopefully it's going to help me in my future career. And also the fact that it's tied in with criminology is just something that makes it extra special for me. So that's why basically I'm interested in studying with you guys in this certain degree. So this kind of fits into my future plans because ever since I can remember, I've wanted to be involved in the police. And my dream job is to be a detective and hopefully even go higher up in the ranks. Because this masters is, I feel like it's going to make me stand out from the rest of the crowd, because I feel like not many applicants will have even gone to university or let alone got a master's degree. So this specific master's especially, this is going to hopefully make me stand out from the rest of the crowd. Especially the information that I'm going to be learning, it's going to help me gain a deeper understanding and a deeper knowledge of this specific field. And I feel like that for me, an undergrad degree just wasn't enough. I feel like I wanted to take my education further. And what better way is than to study, hopefully, the forensic psychology and criminology, because this is just, such a specific degree, and I feel like that not many other places do this degree. So I feel like this is really going to help me in my future career. This next question was kind of it had me thinking, because I feel like the forensic psychology side of the degree, I feel like I'm going to be interested in everything that we're going to be learning. So trying to pinpoint just one was kind of difficult. But the one thing that I really interests me is trying to understand why people do what they do. Like human behaviour, the psychological assessment of people and criminals especially, try to see if their behaviour is learned or if it is inherited. So the kind of, nature v nurture thing. So that's the one thing that I am extremely interested in and have been for as long as I can remember. Just trying to get into the brain and kind of pick at it as to what has led these people to commit these crimes or do these actions. So that's something that I'm extremely interested in. So like I said, I've been here in Miami for the past 4 years studying criminology. So I love every aspect of the criminology degree that I've been doing. I don't know how it works in the UK. I don't know if it's different to what it is here in the US, but I take a lot of different classes that eventually add up to a criminology degree. So the one class that really, stood out for me was a class called Theories of Deviant Behaviour. So we learned about all the different theories that people have come up with in the past as to what led people to commit crimes. There was a few specific theories that really stood out to me, and one of them was if there is a link between IQ and crime. There was a social learning theory, so that's like if like certain behaviour is learned, and especially like the background that you are brought up in, if that can lead to a life of crime. Another one was social disorganization theory, which is about social ties, so of who the people that you hang around with, if they have an impact on the certain behaviours that you end up, doing. So that kind of thing, just trying to learn and again understand why people may do what they do and why they do what they do. So that was a specific aspect of the criminology that really stood out for me and really takes my interest. So the next question is based on research, and unfortunately I've not had the opportunity to conduct my own research just yet. So you guys asked if I could come up with my own research topic along with some questions, a methodology, and basically why is this research important. So I came up with trying to see if there's a link between parental drug use and what effects it has on the children psychologically, or if it leads to a life of crime or drug abuse for the children when they obviously grown up. So this would be an interview-based research project, and I would like to go into prisons, sit down and talk to the criminals, and also go into drug rehabilitation centres and talk to recovering drug addicts, and obviously people who are still using too. So I would like to gain like a relationship with them, so they would feel comfortable and opening up and talking about their past, and trying to see if there is a link between them using drugs and also them why they're in prison, and if it has anything to do with their parents' behaviours when they were children. And obviously, if that is true, and if they do say that is one of the reasons, obviously I would like to dive in deeper and just ask if their parents were drug users or if their parents were involved in crime when they were younger, because this behaviour could be learned, and I feel like that this is kind of an important thing to kind of gain knowledge on. And I would like to ask them too if their parents didn't use drugs or weren't involved in crime, would it have shaped their future differently? Would they be in a different position as they are now? So just trying to see if there's a pattern between that. And I feel like that is important to try and gain understanding and knowledge of, because this could help prevent crime in the future. It could help us with drug users and trying to understand that their parents are the reason why they are using today. So I feel like this is an important thing, an important research topic that we need to kind of dive in deeper on. And I would love to especially try and gain a deeper knowledge on, because we could really help people in the future with this information. Is about work experience, and over my time here at Miami, I've had the opportunity to work at 2 different places. I'm still currently working at both of them. So the first place that I'm working at is a place called Branches. It's where children come after school, so they usually spend time from 2:30 till 6 with us. Their ages 4 to 11, and lots of them are African American children. So we basically invest time into them. We help them with their homework. We sit down and talk to them. We also teach them and usually feed them too. So a lot of the time the parents are either busy working, so they can't pick them up after school, and also there's some parents that don't really want to pick their children up after school and have them at home all evening. So we invest our time into them, and just try and basically help them grow. It's kind of a sad situation sometimes, because a lot of these children have a lot of potential, but they just don't really have the drive, and they've not really been given much from their parents. Like, a lot of the parents don't really invest time into them. They don't really help them with their homework. They don't usually spend time with them. They usually just kind of let them do whatever they kind of want. So for us, our job is basically just to invest our time into them and just to make them understand how much they are loved and cared for and how important education is. So having the opportunity to do that for a year and a half has been really eye-opening. I've met some of the most amazing children I think I'll ever meet, and I just have built this relationship with a lot of them, where they trust me and they rely on me a lot. So every time I go and work there, they're always excited to see me, and it's just so heartwarming and so rewarding, especially when they get a homework question right, or they've had a really good day and they just have someone to talk to about it, and just being that person and being like the kind of, it's like a safe space for the children. So having the opportunity to work there been really, really eye-opening and interesting. And especially I've been able to apply a lot from what I've learned in my criminology degree to this work experience. So that's been awesome. And the second place that I'm working at too is the Police Department. So the university's police department, sorry. And I've had the opportunity to sit down with a lot of the officers, the captain, the chief, and everyone basically who works there to understand what they do, and how they got to where they are today. And a lot of the people have had experience that has just blown me away. They've worked in the FBI for 20 years, and this is where they're finishing out their career. So they have a passion for college kids and keeping the college campus safe. And thankfully, we don't have that much crime. The only crime that's really big is theft. So obviously, students stealing phones, laptops, rucksacks, and whatnot. So I've had the opportunity to sit down with the captain, and have a great relationship with him. So he has a lot of trust in me. So he's left me with some of the crime statistics to try and see a pattern and trying to see if we can, stop that pattern from happening, and try and see if we can reduce crime on campus even more. So for him to have that much trust in me has been really awesome. Also, I am a student ambassador for the police. So we have a few safety fairs each semester. So all of the Miami police departments come to our campus, and we basically just stand there majority of the day and speak to students about safety, and just kind of promote how awesome police officers are, really, and kind of what they do and what their roles are in society. So that's been awesome. And they've also set up a prison tour for me, and they've also set up an autopsy. So I'm getting to see these different aspects of, the field that I'm going to be working in, to see if I'm ready for this career path. And it's just really exciting for me, because it's just made me realise how passionate I am about the career path that I've chosen. And I'm just so excited for the future, and I just cannot wait to start working in the dream job that I've always wanted to do. So this has been awesome work experience, and hopefully I'll be staying with the police until I graduate. My internship, usually it ends in December, so I've been there since September. But speaking to my internship leader, we have a great relationship, and I think she wants me to carry on until I graduate. So the more work experience, the better for me, and for my resume too. So yeah. The final question is about time management and how will I cope with this degree. So like I said in my personal statement, I am on the dive team here. So I'm a student athlete. So I don't just have school to worry about. I also have diving and diving practices and diving competitions to worry about. So for the past 4 years, that's kind of been my life. I train roughly 5 hours a day every day, also incorporating classes into that. So it's been extremely exhausting, but it's something that has shaped me into the person that I am today. I'm a hard worker, and I make sure that I put in 110% effort into everything I do, let that be my diving practice, or let it be a school exam or school work. So I make sure that everything is done perfectly. Like, I would say that I'm a perfectionist. And yeah, I've been doing diving since I was 7, and I've been traveling around the world since the age of 13. So throughout all my high school career, I've missed school. I've missed exams. I've missed out on a lot of things. I kind of missed out on my childhood. But I've made sure that I've always stayed on top of everything that I've had to do. I know that education is so important, because my career in sport isn't forever. I know that it's going to end at some point, and like I said previously, I'm retiring next year, so it's ending then. And I always knew that I needed an education to fall back on. So I know that I've always needed to work hard when it comes to school and schoolwork and exams and everything else that comes along with it. So this is something that I'm really excited about. This is going to be something new. I'm going to be retiring, and hopefully just, focusing and dedicating all my time to my schoolwork, and this degree. So this is going to be interesting. I'm nervous about it, but I'm extremely excited that, my career is going to be over, and I'm going to just have a lot more free time to study and just work and work and work. So that's how basically I think I'm going to manage my time. And I know this degree isn't going to be easy. I know that it's going to be extremely challenging and difficult, and there's going to be a few bumps in the road, but I know for a fact that the kind of person I am, I'm going to put in 110% effort, and I'm going to make sure that I succeed. So yeah, that's the end of my video interview. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to even do this video interview for you guys, and hopefully I'll have made an impression. So yeah, so I look forward to hearing back from you guys, and just thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.